First Alert Storm Team Weather Bulletin.
Good morning, everyone. I'm meteorologist Thomas Gieboy from the News 5 First Alert Storm Team. In fact, the entire First Alert Storm Team is here today because today is a weather alert day as severe thunderstorms are not only likely, but we are seeing severe thunderstorms now moving through our northwestern communities, and we are only going to be seeing likely more severe thunderstorms as we move into the afternoon. Here's where we currently stand. Showers and thunderstorms are popping up ahead of the main line. At this time, the thunderstorms that you see that are working through Clark County and Washington County, these aren't severe, but what is severe is a squall line that is now working into our Mississippi County, steadily working its way from west to east. And within this squall line, there are winds that are possible of 60 miles per hour plus. So as we zoom things in here, there are still pockets of some very heavy rain on the eastern fringes of Clark County. There's also some very heavy rain and some pretty gusty winds now working through Washington County. But the focus is definitely on Greene County and George County, as this squall line with thunderstorms is likely producing damaging winds. And as you move a little bit farther towards the south, we're beginning to see a little bit of bowing with the line that's now going through George and Jackson County. This, before too long, is going to be moving into Mobile County. So if you're in Mobile County, Baldwin County, Washington County, Clark County, now's the time to start thinking about where you would go if a severe thunderstorm warning is issued or even a tornado warning is issued. So on the severe thunderstorm warnings themselves, we have a severe thunderstorm warning for Washington and Greene County that goes until 11:45. Again, the main concern with this is going to be the potential for damaging straight line winds. We also have a second severe thunderstorm warning, and that is for George County, and that goes until 11:45. So we still have a little while with these severe thunderstorm warnings, but based on current trends from the National Weather Service, they're likely going to extend those, and they're also going to be extended farther east. The tornado watch, this continues for the entire News 5 area. This means tornadoes are a possibility. They're not happening right now, but this tornado watch goes until 4 o'clock. When you look to the west, they are trimming it back to the west. Once that squall line moves through, the threat of a tornado comes to an end for you. So what does a tornado watch mean? It simply means that storms that develop are going to become capable of spawning tornadoes. Hail or high winds are a possibility, and during a tornado warning, which means near or now, even if the storm is not producing a tornado, it's likely going to be producing at the very least damaging winds. And the most important thing to do is, since today's a weather alert day, just stay alert and be prepared to take action if a warning is issued. Let's start the forecast model at 11:45, project where things are going to be going. And the one thing I do want to highlight here is that at 11:45, so this is in about 15 minutes or so from now, the forecast model is lagging behind. So the actual storms themselves are a little bit farther east than what the forecast model is projecting even 15 minutes in the future. So keep that in mind. As this line progressively moves east, it's likely going to be a little bit farther east than what the forecast model is showing. So there's this main squall line, and there's going to be the chance for thunderstorms to pop up ahead of this. And based on the environment that these storms are in, those will also have the opportunity to rotate, become supercells, and there is a tornado threat with those storms. So as we move through 12:15, that line of thunderstorms likely going to be moving through Mobile County just west of the I-65 corridor, and you can see ahead of that main line thunderstorms with the potential to rotate within this main line. There is that chance that storms could rotate, but the main threat with this line is going to be the potential for damaging straight line winds. Past 1 o'clock this afternoon, that's when we're going to start to see the line begin to move along and east of I-65. The line steadily works its way from west to east. By mid-afternoon, thunderstorms will be coming to an end in our Alabama County. Still a possibility in Escambia and Conecuh County, but then the focus moves towards northwest Florida, and then from mid-afternoon to late afternoon, it'll work its way through northwest Florida, and it'll be around 5, 6 o'clock when thunderstorms come to an end. Once that squall line is done, we're left with lingering rain, but that's when the severe threat is over. So in terms of what we're looking out for, the main concern with any thunderstorm that is severe today is going to be the potential for damaging straight line winds. There's also a moderate risk for some tornadoes as well, and we can't rule out a strong tornado, especially north of I-10, which includes EF2+. Again, we're just letting you know of the alerts. It's not a guarantee that it's going to happen, but it's a possibility. The hail threat, the flooding threat, they look to be secondary, but when you look back to the west, you can see all of these areas were included in the enhanced risk, a level 3 out of 5, and those storms have been verifying that. Couple of reports that you see here in both Clark County and Escambia County, that's because of winds not associated with that squall line, just because it's so windy outside. And when you look at the wind gusts, It's not even storming in Mobile, and we have a southeast wind gust of 40 miles per hour. You're talking about tropical storm force winds, not associated with the thunderstorm. And when you have tropical storm force wind gusts, they can produce damage, which means you could have trees down, you could have power lines down, and you could also have debris in the road. Keep that in mind, even if the thunderstorms haven't arrived where you're at. Here's a look outside the Alpha Insurance Camera Network. What I want to paint your attention to here is look at the clouds high up in the sky. Look how quickly they are moving. Just above the surface, the winds are moving very quickly out of the southwest, and at the surface, winds are out of the southeast. Here in Midtown Mobile, here at News 5 Studios, it's 71 degrees, dew point temperature in the upper 60s. It's warm, it's muggy. If you walk outside, you'll be able to feel it. In Orange Beach, with that strong southeast wind, you have very high water on the coast, and you also have very high waves as well. Temperature in Orange Beach, 72 degrees, and that dew point temperature in the upper 60s. We have that wind advisory that's going to continue through this evening. Once the squall line moves through, the wind advisory will be going away. But with that prolonged southeast wind, there's a high surf warning, which means we're likely going to have waves 8 to 10 feet. You just saw that in Orange Beach, and there is a very high risk for rip currents. There's also a coastal flood advisory. If you're going to be traveling near any causeways today, keep that in mind and be cautious. The bottom line, the tornado watch, that's in effect, and the severe threat through 6 o'clock. The tornado watch is in effect through 4. The severe threat, that lasts through 6 o'clock. Multiple weather hazards are a possibility. Tornadoes, high winds, up to 70 miles per hour. So then you're getting close to hurricane force winds, and that's a possibility, not a guarantee. Not everyone is going to see severe weather today, but the risk exists for the entire News 5 area. And just the most important thing to do, this isn't meant to scare you, just make sure that you stay up to date, have a plan, and have multiple ways to get notified, especially since we could have some power outages before the storms even arrive with those strong wind gusts. Today, it's a weather alert day. We're going to provide you the latest updates on air, online, and through social media. And once we get off here, we'll be getting live on Facebook Live. But in the meantime, we'll get you back to your regularly scheduled programming. I'm meteorologist Thomas Gieboy from the News 5 First Alert Storm Team, along with the rest of the First Alert Storm Team.